Well, the Marc Bergevin era in Montreal is over as the man in charge in Quebec has been fired. And the Habs organization, I don't know if it's all related to this, but probably is due to the team's struggles this year. Marc was actually the 5th longest tenured GM before this announcement and had been in his position since 2012. And now that he's been fired, current Columbus Blue Jackets GM Jarmo Kekalainen will end up taking his spot for the 5th longest tenured GM. Now for Bergevin, his time with the team will be remembered in kind of a weird way. They had some moments that were good, some moments that were bad and ugly, and really the thing is they struggled to make deep playoff pushes. They only made it to the 3rd round, I believe, twice in his tenure, and they only made it to the Stanley Cup Finals once, that being this past season. Now, in my opinion, I don't want to be mean about it, but I do think that Stanley Cup Finals run might have saved him a little bit, bought him some time. Because if you look back at that season, they had a really disappointing year. They went 24, 21, and 11, and that was kind of brushed under the rug as they did have that big playoff push. They went back to the Stanley Cup Finals for the first time since 1993, and then obviously they lost to the Tampa Bay Lightning. But again, it was kind of those things where Marc really hyped up this team over the course of the past few years and said, oh, this is coming, we're going to be making deep runs. That finally happened. I think that bought him a little bit of time, but it looks like his time has finally run out, and it looks like a lot of that is due to Carey Price now being on the Habs due to just a lot of off-the-ice things, and they have struggled without him, going 6-15-2, and they're currently 4th worst in the league standings. That also wasn't the other disappointment either. There was a bunch of things, don't get me wrong. Obviously, Shea Weber being hurt and probably being done with his career was big, and then, Cole Caulfield got off to a slow start. That was a huge story. I mean, that was big, and people followed that, and when he got sent down to the AHL, that caused even more drama for the team, and it was just, there's just been a lot of negative coverage of the Montreal Canadiens this year, mainly because of how slow their season has been after they just made it to the finals. Now, from what I've seen in the hockey world and hockey news, it looks like Montreal wants a GM that is French-speaking. It makes sense. Obviously, they have a history of that, and, it is a region that is heavily covered with people that speak French, and I don't necessarily think that's the right idea, but I think if they find a good GM that is capable of speaking French, go for it. But obviously, I think that's something they need to kick for that trend going forward. If there's somebody that's better suited for that, I mean, it's just one of those things. It's a weird thing, but obviously they have their ways. The Canadiens also made other firings as well, but I really just wanted to focus on Marc due to his time with the team. Habs fans, I think, kind of have a mixed view on him because he had some success early in his tenure, and then they went through some rough years. And for the most part, I don't think they're huge fans of him, but I do think that Stanley Cup Finals run was just big and maybe giving him a positive boost. Was this the right move for Montreal? Let me know down below. If you liked this video, then like this video and join the Hockey Brigade by subscribing. Everybody stay safe. Have a great night. You go love hockey, alright? Goodbye, Brigadiers and Brigadettes. This is your captain signing off. Have a great night.